From the lightest of the light to the darkest of the dark, aren't you glad that this color works on all of them? I'm going to show you how to use this as a cheek stain, as well as how to use this as a great lip color, including a wonderful lip base, and even eventually how to cover up tattoos. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you guys how to work the Orange You Glad as a cheek color. What we're going to start with is our mixing spoon, our tablespoon mixing bowl, whatever you want to call it. We've got the moisturizer over here, and we've got the Orange You Glad over here. So what I'm going to do is actually pull a little bit to the center from both sides and just start working that together. See how it's starting to pick up an orange? So I want to have it to kind of like a tangerine color, depending on the skin tone you're working with. So for my canvas here, we'll go a little bit lighter. All right, so that's where I am. Now this color is beautiful on the lightest of the light to the darkest of the dark as a cheek stain. It's beautiful. So I'm pulling this down, and let me show you placement really quickly. Now where I'm working is with the rule of 3, highlight, blush, bronzer, and under here is your cheekbone, so that's where you always want to make sure you're contouring. We're going to stay right here in the blush zone, so you see that's where my color is. Now I'm going to, my little technique of the longer brush strokes to add the color, and then I typically use little short ones to fill it and blend. Just going back and forth over and over. So now if you get a little too much product, you can always go back in with your foundation brush that you've used, has a little bit of makeup on it, it's great, and just buff it out. And there we go. So for the Orange You Glad lip stain, we're going to take our little mixing bowl and a lip balm of your choice. Mix together some of the orange. And there we go. We have a nice light tint. Start at the center of the lips. Just pull it down. I wear this all the time. I love this tangerine tint. That's really about the color that you're trying to mix here. It's more of a tangerine. So again, going to the center. I got a little heavy there, but it's okay. I'm just going to blend it out. And blending it out means I'm just pulling it from the center out to the edges. Now I'm never actually going along the edges at this point, so I want it to look nice and natural. Just a subtle tint. There you go. All right, so now we're going to intensify this. Now if you don't want it to be more of a gloss like it is now, and you want it to be a matte tangerine stain, then just use it straight from the pot. Now I've pulled this color from the pot and I'm pulling it out. Again, center is my focus. Pulling it out to the edges. Now, if you're not a fan of your color being so bright, this is a wonderful color to mix with. So another one of my favorites is adding our Hot Mama Pink in with this. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. You can also use this as a base and Ready or Not on top, and you've got a really beautiful poppy red. All right, so what I'm going to do, so now I'm at the point where I'm right at the edge. You can use a Q-tip, just blur out those lines if you want it to be nice and soft. For the liner, I'm going to create just dots or dashes along, then I'm going to connect them so I can have more of a precise line you're blending that line, you want to go inside, not out. So you can either drag it really softly or do the dots and dashes. Whatever your comfort level. There we go. So beautiful orangey glad on the cheek as well as on the lip. And that's how you rock it.